Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video because I have some new makeup to try. Some of this is the first impression and some of this is like a second/third impression. I have some more of the products that I got from Surratt and PR that I haven't tried at all, some that I've tried a little bit, and then things that like the new Trixie cream bronzer and the new Eldridge liquid lipstick that I haven't tried at all. And I'm just very excited to try some of these out on camera. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup. And I tend to take a pretty analytical approach to my content, my reviews, my collection as a whole. And I make new content every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, so I feel like the lighting is a little off today. I don't know, I feel like I look very yellow. I don't know. I am very excited to try these. So some of these things, like I said, I've tried before. Some of these I have not tried at all. So I have tried the Eldridge lipstick once, and but I haven't tried the cream bronzer. I've tried a couple of the Surratt things, but I haven't tried the Surratt eyeshadow. So excited to go in. I already did a little bit of makeup, so I already have my brows done with the Surratt products. This is the Surratt brow pomade and pencil, and I already have the Dewdrop foundation on. I wanted to try it with a different primer, not just the Surratt primer. So I used the Milk Hydro Grip primer today, and really like this. If you haven't seen my other Surratt first impression video, I did try it on camera then, but this is the shade 9 in the Dewdrops foundation. Really like it. I think it's a really good match. It just kind of looks like my skin, which is, you know, what I want in a foundation. I don't want full coverage or heavy. I want it to just look like I have perfect skin. So really like that so far, but I just didn't feel like applying it on camera again. Also, if you hear any noise, there's Bean. You might hear her eating her breakfast. It is 6:30 o'clock at night. I just got home from work a little bit ago, did some dishes, took her out, all of that stuff, but she's finally was eating a minute ago. And then my husband is doing a Peloton ride back there, so you might hear him, you might hear the pedals or some breathing. But I didn't want to wait until he was done because it might start to get dark out and then we have to eat dinner. I'm going to start with the eyes. So I want to try one of the Surratt Prismatique eyes. These are their eyeshadow duos where you get a cream and a powder. So I really want to try this. And then finish the rest of my face. So, like I said, right now I just have some of the Dewdrop foundation on my brows and a little bit of lip balm. So this is the Prismatique eyes in neutral eyes. So if you haven't seen my Surratt first impression, they did send me all of these products in PR. And I do have a affiliate code with Surratt now. I'm still working on my actual like full review on these products, but if you want to try any of them before then, my code is bones15 and it'll save you 15% off. And that is an affiliate code, so I do get a little bit of a commission for that. It's interesting to finally have affiliate codes and not just like my Nomad code, which was a code. But this is, I really like this design. I mean, I love their packaging in general, but you unscrew the top for the cream shadow. This is a nice smoky brown. And then the shimmer shade folds out. And I think this is a really unique, really interesting design, and it makes it really compact too. But it doesn't look like everyone else's. It doesn't look like the Tom Ford and the Auric and all of those that look kind of identical. So I'm gonna try out the cream shadow. So I'm gonna pick up that, this is my Sonia G blender. This is the Fusion blender, so it's made for liquids and creams. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. So I'm just doing that. Picked up very well. Just realized I forgot a mirror. And I'm gonna try that out on my eyes. So I'm just gonna place, because it's a cream shadow base, I want it all over. So I'm gonna place it right in the middle of my lid. That's a really pretty color. They have a green one of these and like a blue one, and I really want those now. Well, as long as I like this formula, I really want those. because those are my favorite colors, and I feel like this and those would be the ones I use the most. So that was one dip. So it definitely builds on itself really well. And I'm definitely hearing the Peloton pedals click weirdly, which they're not supposed to. So you might hear that in the background. So that is laying down really pretty, and the edges over here are looking already kind of blended. So I'm just gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna blend that up and see how it works. And these, I believe, are supposed to be a waterproof formula so that once they dry, they're supposed to last all day. Obviously can't do a wear test today, but I will wear these to work maybe tomorrow and be able to, you know, give some feedback about that later. Okay, I'm really liking the way that looks. I like blended a little bit away right there, but I'm gonna put a shimmer over it, so I don't really care. But that is really nice. And I've seen people do like graphic liner with these on Instagram. So I think it's a pretty versatile formula. So I'm just blending that through my crease and above so that you can actually see the smoky shadow. Really like that. Okay. Now to try the other side, and then I'll do the other eye off camera. So this is the shimmer for this. It's like a peachy gold, really pretty. And I'm gonna grab a rougher brush. This is a rougher 21. It's my go-to for shimmers. Picks up very nicely. And I'm gonna place that, and obviously I could build up more there if I really wanted, but I'm happy with this as like an everyday kind of blend. And then I'm gonna place this over it. Really pretty, really sparkly. It looks, it's not just a top coat, there's definitely a bit more pigment. I'm gonna try using my finger too. Definitely picks up a lot on the finger. So brush worked, but I think I like finger better, which is not surprising. Really, really like that. That's really pretty and really easy too. I will definitely be wearing this to work soon. Okay, I'm gonna go to do the other side real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that looks really nice. I smudged a little bit over here that I had to fix, but otherwise really easy to use, and that was just, you know, me being clumsy. So really like these. It's really sparkly. If you don't like a sparkly shadow, you won't like this, but it's sparkly, but I don't have fallout. It's not like everywhere sparkle, like glitter. It's very refined, but still very prismatic, hence the name, just in French. And really, there's tiny little speckles of pearl. It's really pretty. I hope that it comes across. Maybe I'll try to insert something like in the bathroom or in different lighting so you can see here, but really, really happy with the way this looks. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the eyes with some mascara, and then we can move on to the face. So I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna use the Surratt Lash Tint. So I've used this a lot. I didn't use it on the first impression, but I did want to show you it on camera so you could see it. It is $50. It is very expensive, but I think I like it more than their mascara, and I think I like it more than any mascara I've ever tried, which is a lot. So I'm gonna curl. This is my rougher eyelash curler. Surratt does have a curler, but I do not have it. I do really like this. So I think Rougher is having a BOGO sale coming up on brushes. I don't know about other things, but definitely recommend this. And they now have it in 2 sizes, like a wide and a knot or something. But I've tried a couple like cheaper ones from like Target and stuff, and they were fine. They'd pinch a lot, especially because I have big eyes. This is perfect. So. And then this is the lash tint. So I curled my lashes, and the thing that's really unique about this, the formula is really nice, but also it's got such a unique applicator. It looks like a screw. and then you just rub it on your lashes. I start at the base, work my way up. Doesn't really look any different. I can't, you know, or on the wand, on the screw, I don't know. But I found you can do a really light wash if you like are very gentle with it and get literally a tint where it just looks very natural. Or you can do what I'm doing and use it more like an actual mascara where you're going back and forth a few times and you get pretty dramatic results. And this lasts all day, doesn't smudge, doesn't run, and actually holds a bit of a curl for me. No other mascara has really held a curl. This one does. So I'm gonna do the other eye real quick, but you can see pretty big difference. Okay, so I did just a very light layer as kind of a tint, and like, yeah, you can barely see it on camera. In person, it just looks like I have darker natural lashes, but obviously you can build it up quite a bit, which I'm going to do to match. Okay, and so that is the lash tint. And so far in the 2 weeks that I've had this, I've used it almost every day. And I've never had an issue with clumping. Like, you can see my curls falling a little bit, but it's still more than most. They're not like, so I'm really happy. But I really like this. And mascara is one of those things that I don't love. It tends to be the thing that starts to annoy me by the end of the day. And this I've had zero issues with. So while it's expensive, really loving it so far. Okay, so now it's time to finish the rest of my face. I'm going to do the cream bronzer. So this is the Trixie cream bronzer. Same packaging as her cream blush, which I was gonna wear, but I wanna try the Surratt, the liquid blush that they sent me. I got this shade S'more Sun. I think half of these have sold out. I think there were 6 shades and 3 of them are sold out. Very cute. I think it was like $16, $18. It's not expensive. Trixie's not a fairly reasonably priced brand. Like the palettes are like 40 something, you know. Blushes are generally in a palette, but like the cream blushes, I think, yeah, around 20 bucks, 18, something like that. Packaging is adorable. I love this. This is the 3rd shade in, and then so it rotates, but it also goes back down. So it repels and dispenses. So I'm going to try a little bit of this. It is a heart shape, which some people might not like, but I have a pretty big face, so it's not really any different than using like a triangle or a circle. You can do it 2 ways, put it on a brush or put it on your face, I'm assuming, like most cream products. So I'm gonna try a little bit where I just kind of swipe. Okay, that comes out quite a lot. And I just realized I forgot my brush. So just a second. Okay, so I got quite a lot there, so I'm gonna blend that in. Okay, it blends in really easily. And looks really nice. At least in person, this is looking really nice. This is a rep for 5. I have a couple of these. I use them for blush and bronzer. I'm glad I got the shade and not the shade down from this. I picked this based on the undertone, but that blended out really nicely. I really like the cream blush from Trixie, so I'm not surprised that I would like this. Let me put a little bit more, putting it directly on the brush this time. And it builds nicely. But that is just melting into the skin. That looks really nice. So, side with, side without. See, it's adding a little bit of a sculpt. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. That is the shade, by the way. Picked it because the undertone is very emollient. And then I'm just picking it up from the back of my hand on my brush and tapping that in. I really like this. Obviously we'll have to, you know, use it multiple times and do wear test and whatnot, but so far, really loving this. Okay, so really like the way this looks. Very natural. Really like the shade range she did too. She went pretty deep. I think she went decently deep, and then the light shade actually looked like a good bronzer for pale people. So very impressed so far. Just taking what's left and just kind of brushing it on my nose. Okay, so really happy with that. Now for blush, I'm gonna try the liquid version of Barbapapa, which is still, I can't say without thinking of Hot Mess Tom and hearing their voice in my head. But Surratt did send me both the powder version and the liquid version. And this is not a first impression for this one. I did try this, I did wear this to Barbie. I don't think I got any pictures. If you want to see the very pink look I did for Barbie, I can recreate it. I even wore my pink lipstick from Trixie Cosmetics, which is Stacy, which is like this color. It's like hot Barbie pink lip, sparkly eyeshadow, Barbapapa on the cheek. Really liked that, but I think the only photo I have is like the group in the Barbie thing, and you can't see my makeup. But gonna try this again. So this is an interesting component. So it's got like a sponge tip with a little hole, and then you just twist the bottom and you can see it just comes up a little bit. So I'm gonna try, I'm gonna put dot there, put a couple dots. I don't know if this is a sponge tip that you would really want to like apply it with, see what I mean? But I have a brush, but it works very well with a brush. They do have this in the shade the Cantaloupe that I was looking at online. It's a really pretty like golden peach. I think I need that because that is, golden peach is my, you know, go-to kind of blush color. I like pink as a pop, but on a day-to-day I want something like peachy. Like Sandy Cheeks from Nomad Cosmetics is like my go-to. But really like that. This is definitely, so Barbapapa in the powder form, and I know Tom has talked about this on their channel, this has like a blue sheen to it, so it's a little more unique. It's got like a blue icy wash. It's kind of a duochrome blush. This doesn't have that. This is just very natural. So if this is too much for you, go with this, but it looks really pretty and it's like effortless to use. It's just blending in like super easy. If you've used the Rare Beauty blushes, this is nothing like that. This is a lot less pigmented and just melts into the skin. I love the Rare Beauty blushes, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's easy to overdo it. This, I don't think you could overdo it. This is just elegant and beautiful and melting into the skin. It's melting into that bronzer too. Really like that. Okay. Last couple products, I've got my Eldridge lipstick. I haven't even set my face yet. And then I have the other highlighter that Surratt sent me, and that's it. So this is the Torche Lumiere. So this is their highlighter stick. I tried the pink on, I used a little bit of this in that first impression video, but I want to like actually try this. So I'm gonna put a little bit here, like I did before. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. It looks very gold at the moment. A little bit up here, a little bit there, and then a little bit more on top of the Barbapapa. I don't care if it's pink and gold, whatever. Really like this formula. It's like a big, it kind of reminds me of, it's creamy, but so it's not that in texture, but it kind of reminds me of like not chalk, but like the pastels that you would get as a kid in art packs, if you're like an 80s, 90s kid like me. But this also blends really easily in. I would say up here on my brow bone, it's looking kind of sparkly and gold, but down here it's looking a little bit more natural. It blended in really nicely on top of Barba Papa. So on my nose, I don't really see any sparkle. Like if I look really, really close, I can kind of see some. I do see a little bit of sparkle on my eyes and cheeks. So it's not like a glow from within, but it's also a gold highlighter. I didn't think it would be. But it is really pretty. It's a little bit more glow from within over here. So I think it's also how you apply it, but I don't care. It is really pretty. I will keep playing with that, but especially with more of a peachy, bronzy, like a peachy, beigey, terracotta, that kind of range blush, this would look really nice. Okay, I think all that I've left is my lip. So I already have a little bit of lip balm on, but it's mostly worn off at this point. So this is the Lisa Eldridge Velveteen Liquid Lipstick. So I have worn this once. I wore this to work last week. I got the shade Dragon. I've wanted Dragon in the Velvet lipstick forever. This is a little cheaper, so it was a way for me to try the color and the formula before I buy Velvet Dragon, which will definitely be happening. And the lip liner I definitely need. But you know, I'm a sucker for orange. It feels a little weird to wear pink blush, orange lip, but I'm gonna do it. I'm wearing a pretty neutral eye anyway. This is a really interesting component. So it's just a doe foot, but it's really long. That's my one complaint, is that this is really long. So it's a little hard to be precise for me, at least, with such a long doe foot, but I can do it and it's super comfortable. So far I've worn this once. I wore it all day to work, 9 hours. I think I have a clip I can insert here of what it looked like after, I don't know, 10, 11 hours. I don't remember. I think I said so on the video or like on a caption when I saved it, so I would remember. It was just something I sent to like Steven and Kelly. So this is 9 hours of wear plus lunch and lots of snacks and coffee and so on. Definitely wearing off. Starting to feel it a little bit, but like not bad. Very comfortable. Haven't retouched. But wore really well. I ate lunch with this. I had snacks. I had some like cheese and crackers. I had a protein shake, a protein bar, some carrots, some cucumber, cheese stick. All like I just coffee twice. You know, I had a lot of stuff and it lasted really well. It was starting to wear off here and here, but like bottom lip and like most of what you could see of my top lip looked really fine, like especially after like 10 hours or something and that much food. It's really thin and liquidy, but very pigmented, as you can see. I'm gonna be very careful because my lips have been very ticklish lately, so I'm gonna be quiet while I do this. And then it's got a pretty pointed tip, so if you flip it over, you can get a little bit more precision. I'm gonna need something to fix this. Okay, that's mostly a decent application. I haven't tried it feathered out yet, but I'm gonna grab a Q-tip real quick to finish, or a pencil a lip brush to fix the edge real quick before it fully dries. Okay, so that is the lipstick, very bold, but this is a pretty neutral eye, so feel okay with that. Really love it. It dries really quickly. It's already dry. Little bit of transfer, so actually not fully dry. But once it dried, zero transfer. I think after my second cup of coffee, when I had like a latte, like an oat milk latte and having milk and stuff, I think I started to have a little bit of transfer on like a thing I was drinking, but it was like very minimal, like, you know, like that. super impressed so far. So I definitely want to get Velvet Dragon, and I definitely want the lip liner because I think it would make this, wearing this, easier too, because you can use it for the edge. Okay, so that is everything. Really like this look. Kind of wish I would have worn this to work today, but I did not have time this morning. So I will wear something similar tomorrow. So let me know what you let me know what you think in the comments below of the products, the look, all of that. I love to hear your opinions and thoughts as always. I was kind of hoping to film a favorites and fails for June and July because I didn't do June. But I don't know if I have time tonight because I need to go cook dinner, and it is now 7 something. So I will try that maybe tomorrow, sometime soon. I also have a couple other videos on my list that I want to film, so we'll see. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.